Hello, welcome back to Outbreak Zombie Apocalypse, Episode 2 with Sabbath Kiwi. If you remember last episode, we came across this camp while we were out looking for our group that we got separated from. They offered to let us stay here, gave us some food, drink, and we were down at the barn. But I've told them about that. That's where we plan to move them today, actually. I think I mentioned it in the last episode. So we're going to move them down there, but Billy mentioned there was some resources he spotted at the warehouse, that blue building we saw down by the silos. So I'm going to go down there and have a nosy, see what I can get, while these guys pack up their tents and stuff and meet me down at the barn. And we can see. I think that's a better idea. What with autumn on its way and then winter, obviously, these guys can't stay out here. So I think down there is a better idea. And it's a better home base for everybody, for me to find my group too, hopefully. So I'm going to have a quick bite to eat, coffee if they've got any, and then I'll head off for an adventure to the warehouse. And I'll see you then. Okay, we're down here at the silos where we got Billy. Apparently there's stuff in there too, but I'm not willing to risk my neck to go in there and have a look. I'm going to stay away from there, and I'm going to have a look over here. He said it was reasonably clear around this building, so let's hope it's still that way. He didn't tell me what he's seen here. He just said there's some resources here. So while they're packing up their tents, let's see what we can find, and try and see if we can find signs of our group as well, whether they've been here or not. I'm not seeing much. All these doors look like they're shut by security, so I doubt I could get into the building. I could probably get in through a window if I needed to, but it's pretty quiet around here, which is good. I was hoping it would be. I didn't want to fight off any zombies. Not today. Not unless I really have to. But, oh, what's that? Ooh, you've got to be kidding me. I've got a military truck there with some supplies. Seeds. It's perfect. I wonder if I can get the truck working though, because that's going to be the question. Whether it was hit with the EMP or not, or affected. I don't know, but got the seeds here. That's going to be so handy. And looks like water tools down there. I don't know much about farming, but I'm sure I can get them back to someone up there where the camp would know. Let's see if we can fix this truck, eh? Have a look. Well, we got it working. Took a little bit of tinkering around, but I've loaded everything up as best as I could. And, great to have some mobility. I'm not sure how much gas would be in it, but this just saves us having to come back and forth carrying all this gear. I don't know how I'd get it back otherwise. A lot safer, a lot faster too. Thank God for that, to have some wheels. We can actually reach out and look around a bit more. Although we're going to have to look for fuel. But that's what I wanted to look at. He said there were other supplies in there too. There might be fuel in there, medical supplies, clothing, anything, I don't know. I'm not willing to risk it right now. I've got a good score here. Truck, seeds, these tools, which I assume are farming tools of sorts. I don't know, I'll ask someone up at camp. But I'm going to get these over to the barn and hopefully get these sorted out, and I can go and pick the others, get this unloaded I should say. Then I'll go and pick the others up, and hopefully they pack their tents up and we can get set up. Start making a bit of a home, maybe try and fortify it a little bit. Whatever we've got, what we can do. Yeah, so good to have wheels. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so I stopped off at the camp. They're packing their stuff up, so hopefully by the time I've unloaded and got some stuff ready, they should have their stuff moved down here. I can go pick them up at least, maybe make it easier. Probably the way to go. Not too bad. I think this will make a nice little sanctuary, if you will. Right, let's get all this stuff unloaded anyway. And if you're wondering about my money, why it's changed since earlier, maintenance fees on upkeep of the land I've got here. I didn't realize it would punish me so much. It's like $300 a month that I get charged. So kind of annoying, but that's the way things work. And just my luck. Even in the apocalypse, I'm in debt to some invisible tax man or Federal Reserve somewhere. Oh, bloody incredible, right? I can't escape debt when the living. I can't escape debt from the dead. Bloody hell. So I think money's kind of arbitrary. It's not really worth much in the apocalypse. But that's just to explain it to you guys if you're wondering what's happening there. Oops. These are interesting bits of equipment. It's the hand push tools from ModHub. I've not really had a go with them yet. I've had a go with the trailer and the water trailer, as you saw in the other episode, but these are actually apparently able to do fields with them, so from start to finish. I think there's even some harvesters out there, so we'll hopefully can get our hands on some of those. But first we've got to find somewhere to put a field and stuff like that, so I'm going to get all this set up and wait for the others. I'll go pick the others up. See you in a bit. As you can see, we're all moved in here. The RV obviously didn't make it because that's not going. But money-wise, if you're looking up there wondering what's happening, I was chopping some trees and stuff, and yeah, I went to go and chop some trees, I should say, and my axe and machete had disappeared, so I kind of had to borrow money to get them back. It's hard to get perfect amount. Anyway, I'm looking for the small plow, which is this one, I think it is. We'll carry that. Oops, geez Louise. Get that out of the way. We're in the apocalypse. We ain't got time to be neat and tidy, do we? But this should be an interesting piece of equipment. I'm not going to do huge fields. I just want to get something down so that these people got some crops next season. And, you know, it's going to, whatever we put down is going to take a season or two to get through, to grow. So let's have a look what we can plant. I think we're going to go for the winter crops, winter barley, winter wheat. Probably the best option there, I think. There's not much else to choose from. And I think settlement-wise, it's a bit of base food for us. You know, flour, bread, that kind of thing. But this won't grow miraculously overnight. It's going to be several months before it's ready. So we're still going to scrounge for food. But I'm going to see if I can get this set up and going. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. I'll see if I can work it out first. Well, it works. Bit of a tough job going uphill. I should have probably gone downhill. But like I said, I don't want to make too big of fields because I've got to hand seed this, hand harvest it as well. So, not that it takes a long time, but it's a lot of effort, you know. And yeah, I don't want to make them too big. We're only a small settlement, so we don't need a lot, but it'd be good to have something come through. Who knows if we're even going to be here next year, to be honest. We might get chased out like I was chased out of my camp. So, not a bad piece at all, though. I like it. It brings a bit of another level to the farming. I've always wanted horse-drawn equipment. Always thought that would be cool, but this is probably the next best thing, I reckon. A real start from nothing. So, yeah, as I said, the fields won't be too big. We're basically just gonna do a few passes. I'll probably do 2 fields and do a winter wheat and winter barley. And leave it at that. That's a bit of food for next year. I mean, even if we get chased away, the crops are still going to grow whether we're here or not. So it's always something in the back of the mind. Oh, there's the crops we dropped here. We can come back for them. Something. We're trying to start civilization. Or restart it, I should say. But yeah. This could take a bit of going, so I think probably do maybe one or two more down this way, and then I'll start up another field. And I still think we've got to cultivate it first, and then we can seed it after that. So we've got at least another 2 passes on each field. So I'll get this going, and I'll see you in a bit. I realised while cultivating that I didn't need to plough because it was a field of grass. A meadow, if you will. Field grass, I think. So, my bad, I did twice the job for no reason at all. Because I didn't look into things. So we're going to select our winter barley. We'll do that first. And then we'll do the other one with some winter wheat. And we'll see how that goes. I think that's a nice crop that's available for next season. Well, I mean next year it's going to be, I should say. I keep saying season. So yeah, this is going to be pretty easy. 2 small little fields. And I think once we've done this, we'll probably get over there and chop some wood. I think the others have already made a start. And we're going to try and put up some fences before nightfall. And I see if we can't secure and fortify this a bit. But obviously it's up to me to do the crops. Well, they think I'm wasting my time because they might not even be here. But, you know, if we fortify this area, we should be okay. So, right, how do we use this thing? I've never used the... Oh, there we go. Nice and easy. I think that's working. There is a subtle difference there, isn't there? Very subtle. It's doing its job. My guy's doing the moonwalk, the Michael Jackson farming session. And the apocalypse must be Thriller. I think that's working, isn't it? Well, I keep pushing the wrong button because normally it would be B to lower it, but there's no B button to lower it on this. It's just X to turn it on, and that you flip a lever, it looks like. But I think that's working. I'll have a look. Yep, it's definitely working. We're good to go. Now, it's not going to get fertilized or limed. Probably not herbicide either, unless we can find any of that stuff. But I don't think it's that big a deal. I mean, we probably kind of want to have a pristine farm plot if we could. But being in the apocalypse, I think we'll make do with what we got. If I find some fertilizer or manure and a spreader that we can do it with, then yeah, we can do it. But if I can't, it's no big deal. And like I said, it's going to be 7-8 months before we even get this crop out of the ground and do anything with it. So we might not even be here, to be honest. They might be right, but there's no point, there's no harm, I should say, in setting up. So I'll get finished up on these fields and I'll see you in a little bit. It's a bit tedious going back and forth. And I think that's all done. 2 plots, barley and wheat, that we're pretty much just going to leave in the ground and forget about, I think. The priority now is to fortify our little area, and yeah, to do that I need to chop some wood. So let's see if we've got our axe, because I guarantee they've stolen my axe again, or I've misplaced it. I've not decided canonically which one it is yet, but I do keep missing my axe. It's always disappearing. But we're all good to go. We've got some fields set up. They're pretty small, but yeah. all done. Nothing fancy, and we probably won't touch them for, like I say, 7 months, unless we come across some weeders, herbicide, stuff like that. We'll see. But it's looking pretty good. We're going to chop some trees down, help them. They've been busy at it here while I've been doing that, so we just put a fence around the perimeter, this tree line mostly. Protect ourselves from the unknown. Yep, and look at that. Nope, torch, no axe. Ah. So I'm going to have to go see the crew again, this camp, and ask if anyone knows where I put my axe. Does anyone know where I put my axe? This is embarrassing. Well, I'm going to go and see if I can find my axe and get to chopping trees. Where the hell did I put that thing? Found it. It was over by the trees, wasn't it? Duh. Silly me. Right. I chop down a tree, start putting some wood together. One of them is going to make some planks to put up for a fence. Hopefully we can get enough done in the day. There's a few of us working on it, so I am starving though. Haven't had much to eat, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't actually seen any animals either. Deer or anything. Cows, sheep, nothing. But that's alright. We'll make do with what we got. But yeah, we'll chop this tree up, get some bits of wood together, and then build ourselves a fence, and then see what we're looking at for the rest of the day. Rest of the afternoon, I should say. But we've done pretty well. We've moved camp, we've salvaged supplies and resources, we've got a truck now. We've put a couple of fields in and planted seeds. And now we're going to make a fence. So that's quite a lot for one day, actually. We have done well. But I haven't even had a chance to go look for my old camp that got separated from. Which is a bit of a worry. I've been stuck here. My mind just didn't even think about that. But I can't go out. It depends how long it takes to build this fence, I suppose. I do want to secure it. That tree line just doesn't make me feel comfortable without some kind of security there. So we'll get stuck into this, the camp and I, and get this fence up, and I'll see you later on. We got the fence done. It's not too shabby. It's looking pretty good. Not completed, but I think we've done the worst part. Around where we sleep, and that tree line goes back behind the barn there and up to the truck. So this is what we got. This is our fence line here, it goes up here. I think we might be trying to think about putting some gardens down here beside the silo, out the back there. And I think we've got a pretty decent fortification. The front's open, but I mean, that's all open land out there. We can see there. I was more worried about the tree line coming from there. So secured our sleeping area. We could probably clean this bit up, which I might do. But later on, cut these hedges down and, I was going to say dust up, but you know what I mean. Tidy it up a bit. But yeah, I think it looks alright. Took all of us to chip in and do this and get it done. So, not bad. There's the fields all in, so we can't worry about them. I think it was better to fence before the fields. You know, zombies in the crops, that's okay. Zombies in the camp, not too great. So we've probably got room for a garden back there, a greenhouse, if maybe someone can build one, if we can get some resources or something. Not sure what that is over there. It's a constructible something, so we'll have a look. Maybe we can work on constructing that too. Let's have a look at our options. And oops, where are we? This one, I think. There we go. Yeah, so we just need planks, timber. Okay. But yeah, we gotta have a sawmill of some sort, someone who can make planks and not just improvise that they made them. Wink wink. Yeah, it looks like again I've lost my axe. So I was going to chop some more wood up for this, but I keep losing my axe. What the flip? Torch. No, it's stuck to me like glue. It's immortal. Can't get rid of it. Hatchet. Machete. You're kidding. I always lose it. So I can't even chop this bit of wood down here that I had here. It's bloody frustrating, I tell you. So yeah, what I'm going to do, probably between now and the next episode, is I'm going to probably put some gardens up here, I think. Maybe a greenhouse of sorts, if I can figure that out with some timber and that. Still got our trailer here, but the fence goes all up here. This is about as far as I got, which does leave us pretty open here, but I think we'll be okay. I haven't actually seen any zombies down here, but you never know what's going to come through the night. We've been making a racket, I suppose, building fences, so, you know, who knows what attention that's drawn. But I think that's going to be it for the episode today. When I come back, hopefully we've got some gardens in there and we can start working on that. And we can go out looking for my crew. Thanks for joining me, guys. Take care out there, survivors.